As long as you let my dad go, I can make you stand up again.
The little girl stood in the center of the courtroom, looking up at the judge sitting in the wheelchair. The entire courtroom instantly burst into laughter. The lawyers showed sarcastic expressions, and the reporters lowered their heads and typed on their keyboards. In the gallery, someone shook his head and said,
"This child must be crazy."
Someone else deliberately shouted,
Then let the judge stand up and take 2 steps. We are all waiting to see a miracle.
The judge had been paralyzed for a full 13 years. A serious car accident had taken away his ability to walk. Countless doctors had told him that it was almost impossible for him to stand up again in this lifetime. Long-lasting pain had made him cold and severe. He no longer believed in miracles, and he was unwilling to let tears affect his judgment. At the defense table, the little girl's father wore handcuffs and lowered his head, silently shedding tears. After his wife passed away, he raised his daughter alone. The little girl had severe asthma. That day, her condition suddenly flared up and her breathing became more and more rapid. Her lips also gradually turned pale. Her father searched through all his pockets, but he could not even gather enough money for a box of life-saving medicine. Seeing that his daughter was about to be unable to breathe, he could only rush into the pharmacy and take that box of medicine. He knew he had done wrong, but at that moment, he was only a father who was afraid of losing his daughter. The judge said coldly,
"This is a courtroom, not a circus. Your little trick cannot change the law."
The father choked with sobs as he urged his daughter,
"Stop talking. Daddy does not want you to be laughed at by others."
But the little girl did not back down.
I am not joking. Please give my dad one chance, and also give yourself one chance.
The judge remained silent for a long time. In the end, he decided to postpone the judgment, allowing the father to go home first to take care of his daughter, and also giving the little girl 30 days to prove her words. The next afternoon, the little girl invited the judge to the park to feed the ducks. She suddenly asked,
Before the accident, what did you like doing most?
The judge looked at the pond and answered softly.
Dancing.
The little girl stretched out her hand.
Then let us dance now.
The judge smiled bitterly.
My legs cannot move.
But your arms can move, your shoulders can move, and your heart can move too.
The judge hesitated for a moment. Finally, he slowly raised his hand and gently swayed his body with the breeze. At that moment, for the first time, he no longer stared at his legs that could not move, but instead, once again felt the sunshine, the breeze, and the joy of being alive. The little girl said softly,
Your legs have not disappeared. They have only slept for too long. You must first let your own heart wake up.
That evening, when the judge was passing alone near the park, his wheelchair suddenly went out of control and slid quickly down a slope. He crashed heavily into a stone wall, lost consciousness on the spot, and was rushed to the hospital. The doctor held the critical condition notice and said with a heavy expression,
The patient's head suffered a serious impact, and his nervous system has already been damaged. Even if he is rescued, he may very likely never wake up again.
After hearing this, the little girl immediately asked to enter the intensive care unit. The doctor refused and said,
Child, this is not a place you should enter.
With red eyes, the little girl said,
Please let me go in. I promised him that I would help him stand up again. I have not done it yet. He cannot give up just like this.
The prosecutor, who had once insisted on severely punishing her father, also arrived at the hospital. He said to the doctor,
The judge was willing to believe this child once. Perhaps we should also believe her once.
The doctor remained silent for a long time. In the end, he agreed to give her 5 minutes. The judge on the hospital bed had a pale face with various instruments connected beside him. The little girl stepped onto a chair and gently held his hand.
Do you still remember the ducks in the park? Do you still remember the sunshine, the breeze, and the dance that we did not finish? You are only temporarily lost. I will use light to illuminate the road back for you. Come back. There are still many things in this world waiting for you.
The heart rate on the monitor suddenly changed. The judge's finger moved slightly, and then he slowly opened his eyes. When the examination was over, the judge suddenly said,
Doctor, I can feel the blanket on my legs.
At first, the doctor thought it was only an illusion, but a few seconds later, his right foot really slowly lifted, and his left foot also showed slight movement. 3 weeks later, the court opened again. The bailiff shouted as usual.
All rise!
This time, the judge was not sitting in a wheelchair. Leaning on a cane, he walked into the courtroom step by step under everyone's gaze. The judge looked at the little girl and her father, his eyes slightly reddening.
True healing is not only letting injured legs recover strength, but also letting a person who has lost hope become willing to believe in life again.
The court dealt with the father leniently according to his actual circumstances. Later, the judge also helped him find a stable job so that he would never again be driven into a desperate situation because of his daughter's medicine expenses. A true miracle is not necessarily making the impossible happen immediately. Many times, a true miracle is that when a person is at the most desperate moment, he is still willing to believe in love, hope, and the courage to start again.
All my stories come from this set of books. The stories are simple and rich in educational value, making them very suitable for English beginners. They will surely make you more interested in learning English.